Hey, my name is James Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This channel is all about property investing and growing your income. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, make sure you take that finger up out, smash that subscribe button over there and hit the bell notification. Now, today I want to talk about investing in property with little money. You've seen all the adverts on YouTube, you've seen the adverts on Facebook about being able to invest in property with no money down deals. Well, here's what I think. It's just not true. It's just not possible to invest in property with no money at all. You're gonna need something, right? Now, here's the thing. It might not be your money that you actually invest with. It also could be relatively less expensive than you think. So I want to talk today about some property strategies that you can use if you want to get into property and you don't have huge chunks of money. Hope that makes sense. So strap in and let's get started. So property investing is something that I've been doing for 23 years now, nearly 24 years, and it's a roller coaster, right? And at the beginning, here's what I believed, that you had to work hard, save money to get a deposit to buy a property. And that's exactly what I did when I started out in property investing. You see, I bought a studio flat when I was working in Burger King. I was a Burger King manager. I was renting with friends. They had a baby. Very clearly, they wanted the bedroom that I was in. And so I decided to go and buy my first studio flat. So I had to work extra hours to save up the deposit. I got a bit of help from family along the way as well, but I needed to get that deposit for that property, which at the time was just £3,000. But it was a lot of money back in 1999. It was a lot of money, or at least to me, it was a lot of money. So I saved up and did that. Now, my belief and my perception was if I wanted a second property, I'd have to do the same again, which I wasn't quite ready to do at that stage. I wanted to enjoy the first property that I had. But here's the thing, that's not really how things work. And there are other strategies that you can use that will really go into detail and help you with. So if you don't have much money at all, one strategy that you can look at starting with is something called rent to rent. Okay, so this is where you will rent a property from someone and then you will rent it out in a different way. So they will rent it to you as a short hold tenancy, and with their permission, you will then rent it out on Airbnb as serviced accommodation, or you might rent it out as a house of multiple occupancy. Again, you need the contracts and you need their permission. You've got to do this in a legal way, otherwise you'll be in a lot of trouble. And so it's very important you get educated on this. So here's the thing, right? If you rented a property from someone in London, maybe it was a flat and it was £1,000 a month, you might be able to achieve on Airbnb around £3,000 a month, renting it out for different nights, right? Even if it's not full. That means that you've made £2,000 potential profit on that. Now, out of that profit, you've got to pay for the energy bills, you've got to pay any fees, accountancy and stuff like that. So you'd hope that you would keep after that around £1,000 profit per month, which is really good money, right? And so you don't need many of those before you can retire or leave your job. Let's just say you're on 24 grand a year. You only need 2 of these properties to totally replace your salary. 36,000, you need 3 of them. 48,000, you need 4 of them, right? That covers a lot of people in the UK. So you don't need hundreds of these properties to get financial freedom, which is obviously what we all want to achieve, great? Now, you could also rent the property and rent it out on a room by room basis. And we call this an HMO. So let's just say you rented it for £1,000 again, and you could find somewhere in the UK that would work. Easy numbers will say that you rent the rooms out for 500 and there's 5 rooms. Now, you might think, well, 5 rooms? Well, that could be a property that has 3 bedrooms and 2 reception rooms, a living room and a dining room, right? So that gives you your 5 bedrooms. And so then they share the bathroom, like student accommodation, if you think of it like that. A lot of professionals now stay in this kind of accommodation. So that would give you £2,500 per month in turnover, take out your £1,000, you've got 1,500. Now, out of that 1,500, you've got to pay the gas, electric, council tax, internet, right? That's it. And you can definitely get that organised so it's an affordable price. So you could be earning 800, 900 or £1,000 in profit, right? Depending on how energy efficient the property is and stuff like that. And energy prices will start obviously coming down as well. So rent to rent is one strategy that works really, really well. Next, I want to look at deal sourcing. And so I buy deals off deal sourcers because it saves me time. It saves me time. And so a lot of investors don't have time to go looking for all the deals. Some people just don't like negotiating. They don't like picking up the phone. So you could do that for them. And investors will pay between £3,000 and £5,000 for a deal. So I have paid for a rent-to-rent deal in London where we run it as a serviced accommodation, right? We run it as a serviced accommodation. So we paid the deal sourcer £3,000. Now he actually got 30 grand because he found 10 deals in one block. He went to a developer, a new project. They had 50 flats and he said, I'll take 10 of them. He sold 10 deals in a week to investors and made £30,000. Now it's not always going to go like that, is it? But that's a good opportunity to make some very good money. And what you would do with that money is save it to get your deposit so you can eventually buy stuff. Because where you make real wealth in property is with capital appreciation. Rents are great. Capital appreciation is where you get very wealthy. And that's what we're looking to achieve here. So deal sourcing is another good way that you can get into property with people. And the real last one that's really good is joint venturing with people, right? And so you might think, why would someone want to joint venture with me? Well, there's tons of people out there that can't find deals. They're not very good at finding deals, and you can get good at that. I can help train you on that, in fact, if you want, watch one of my trainings. If you can get good at finding the deals, there are thousands and thousands of investors that don't have that skill, and so you could sell on the deal. Or rather than doing that, you could say, let's go 50-50 or 60-40 or 30-70 on the deal, whatever you negotiate that you both feel is fair. And they put the money in, but maybe you manage the deal for them. Maybe if it needs some maintenance work, you manage the contractors for them. So this is the value that you're giving to that person is the time. Maybe they're an accountant or a lawyer and they work long hours. They don't have time to go and see projects. You can do that for them. And that is another great strategy that you can get into property. Now, with all of these strategies, you want to be looking to make at least £1,000 a month plus off these deals. You should be saving that money and then going out on your own deals and buying things like buy-to-lets, HMOs, and other deals, and using the buy, refurbish, refinance, rent strategy, which we cover a lot on this channel. That's what you want to be doing. You want to use this up here, all of these up here, to build your pot of money and then go on to the bigger deals at the bottom. This is going to get you out of your job. This is what's going to get you financial freedom. And this is what's going to make you very wealthy. That's the difference in these strategies. When you get a buy-to-let, that buy-to-let property on average every 10 years is going to double in value. That's what we're looking for here. Is it doubling and doubling and doubling? Then you can release equity, you can do bigger deals, more deals, and that's where you're going to be really, really successful in property. So that's how you can get in with little to no money. You can't do it with no money unless you JV with someone, but then you're still going to have different terms that you've agreed with that person. So let me know, what do you think? Well, have I missed out anything that you could be doing or should be doing? Or have you tried this stuff? Do smash the like button on this channel. Do comment, guys. I love to hear all your comments. Subscribe and hit the bell. Check out all the other videos on my channel, including this one right here. Bye for now.